Hi guys, Goddess Serenity here, and today I have an exciting topic to talk about. It is associated with the law of attraction, and it is feeling it real, or the importance of feeling it real. Your mind, you can't help but think about the things you want, the material things you want. And I like to believe now our eyes, our physical eyes, it kind of works the opposite way around. You believe you're looking at something and seeing it for exactly what it is, no matter what that image is. But in actuality, our eyes sees things upside down. So our retina is responsible for flipping the image that we're looking at right side up so that we can see it vertically for what it is in the 3D. And now, if you look at this concept and say, that's interesting, it means that whatever you're now even looking at is upside down. Isn't that crazy? So now that goes to show you that you are responsible now, that you can take whatever image that you see with these physical eyes and understand that with your mental power, mind magic, you can flip that. You can turn it into whatever you wish to see. And that feeling it real is a part of doing that, is a part of feeling it real. Then, of course, going even deeper into feeling it real is also now owning the feeling that you would get when you have whatever these desires are. So let's just say you want $1 million. Of course, I like to use that as an example, huh? Maybe I really do want $1 million. But if you want $1 million, right? Of course, we know it has to be a number that is something reasonably able for you to picture yourself having. Of course, I can imagine definitely having $1 million, but feeling it real, the essence of that is actually the feeling that this $1 million would bring to you. That is the seeing it now with your heart instead of with your eyes. So feeling it real, you tell yourself not only what you want, because it's important to be very specific about what you want. Trust me. I think I may even do a video on this, why it's important, because you want to be careful what you wish for, because you just could get it, and then it may not have been the exact specifications that you wanted, that you had in mind, because you just generalized it and said, okay, yes, I could use just $1 million, and then you come to find out that now you didn't make specifications. The $1 million is still tied up in some other owner's name. The $1 million is not free, and with no strings attached for you, or you may have some obligation what to do with that $1 million that is not what you wished. So you have to be very specific about what you want first and foremost. That's definitely important. And when I say specific, it means now let's just look at relationships, for example. I'll say relationships, because it's easier for people to relate to that. Let's say a young teenage girl. She really desperately looks to become a mother and a wife. She wants a family so bad. Like, she's like, okay, yes, this is something that, yeah, I'm gonna do. I can't wait to become an adult, because I'm gonna have my own husband, and we're gonna have our own house or home. We're gonna have children. I'm gonna have a nice career. And, she generalizes it. She says, okay, that's what I want to do when I grow up. And then, say 15, 16, 17 years later, she's miserable. Because why? The universe has served her everything that she wanted. But she didn't serve herself properly. Because why? She was not specific about what she wanted. What she wanted in this husband. How and where she wanted to meet this husband. How she wanted him to be as it relates to family and upbringing of children, finances, how much money he's making, all of these kind of things she did not keep in mind. She did not be specific about in her thoughts, because of course as a teenage girl you're not going to really, you don't know all of these things. So you're just going to say, okay, yes, God, that's what I want. But in being specific makes all the difference. So now, when you know what you want, it is important for you to distance yourself from anything or anyone who is going to kind of pull you away from that dream, from that goal. You need space. You need to have like the proper environment that is conducive to your creation, because we're all creators and we just need to tap into the knowledge of how to create and how to create what we want instead of just seeing things happen to us, random things, and like we're like leaves blowing out there in the wind. But anyway, making that space is important. You need time to meditate. You need to set proper intentions. You need to like pray. You need to go into your own space to get clear on what it is that you want. Because definitely, like say for instance, I'm going to even put this out there, and this is why I talk about these stuff on this channel, because it's not just to share with everyone else and to kind of gain subscribers and popularity. It's also to ingrain this into my own mind and to know later on, maybe even a year or two down the line, and look back at this video, I can see just where I came from. And so it's kind of an experiment as well. So for me, white Jeep Rubicon Unlimited Edition 2015 at least to up to date Jeep is what I want. And of course, we know something like that unlimited is gonna be at least 50 something thousand dollars. Right now I am not driving anything. Isn't that crazy? So but I can imagine the feeling, because I've held that image and feeling in my mind for so long that I kind of have felt it real more than once, over and over again. But now, like I said, to make that space, it's sometimes tough because, you know, let's just say you want to sit down and meditate now. Okay, now I've got my candles lit, I've already set my intentions, and I'm going into my quiet space now to meditate on and setting that space now. Let's just say you come home, like I said, I've got my candles going, I am like in the mood and in the zone, in the vortex. I'm ready to focus and to bring this image closer to me. And now hubby comes home with like his friend or something like that, with a beer or two, they drinking rum and like blasting music and calling me out, hey, come here, like, you know. Okay, I go, come back in. The kids now next are the next ones on my scene. Like, you know, it's gonna be a little difficult in normal life. We have so many distractions and things going on around us, just like this bombing that's going on next door. I'm trying to focus, but anyway, it's important, as least as little as you could, to make that effort to find that zone. Then to remove those negative Nancy's from your space, the people who don't believe that it's possible for you to achieve the things that you want to. Sometimes you don't have to go around voicing everything that you want, because that's a personal thing. That's between you and source. That's not for everyone to know. They'll know it when they see it. And when you start seeing it real more and more, it's going to become your reality. So now sometimes you find people who love to talk negatively. They just love, it's just a natural thing, and they don't even realize they're doing it. So when you realize they're doing it, you say, oh, okay, well, I don't see it that way, and I don't think you should see it that way either. It's just, then you voice your opinion. Exit the space. Or just even stay so positive that they exit the space themselves because they can't take it anymore. You're too positive. You're too bright. Wow. It's like, get away from me. When you look at people with money, let me just close this down a little bit. When you look at people with money, real money people who have all of the abundance that they could even dream of. When you look at Oprah Winfrey, when you look at, say, I go as far, who's another rich person? Of course, P. Diddy just made it to the billionaire status recently as the first hip-hop billionaire. Or let's say one of my other favorites, Richard Branson, Virgin Mobile guy, really stupid rich. They have created that space for themselves, first of all, a long time ago. They know what they want. They've set these intentions so long ago. And even now, they continue to do the same steps that they did back then that got them the money. They continue to do because they see that it's real, that it actually works. But you will not see these people spending time hanging out with, let's just say, Richard Branson, for example. You won't really see him hanging out with like uh, a guy from Empire or something like that, like Jussie Smollett or something. Like, he's not gonna hang out with him too much unless it's a personal friendship that they forged in some other realm that we don't even know about. But just saying, the rich hang with the rich. Why? Not because they are discriminatory of people who have less than them all the time. It's not always like that. Sometimes it's because like attracts like. And we know this as a secret of nature, like attracts like. So they want to hang out with people who are going to broaden their horizons, people who are going to lift them up. Being a billionaire, how many people in normal society are you going to find who are going to kind of bring something to your table? Not many. So you have to go and find them. And sometimes just based on what they believe, their interest, the universe brings those same people into their circle. Because it's not different, as so different for them as it is for us. Of course, in terms of having money, life is going to be very different. But in terms of natural laws, the same thing applies. Like attracts like. What you focus on is what you're going to get more of. And so the interest that they have, life just brings them people who are interested in the same things and who have new ideas, better ideas even than they had. And that's how it cycles, it circulates, it continues, it grows, it increases, it expands. And it's just an awesome, awesome thing. It's like magic. So now, he's not really going to sit down with a person who is going to beg for money. Every time they see him, they're like, oh, Rich, sorry to call you Rich, but that's your name, Richard, right? I'm in this tough predicament right now. And that's like, I know I just asked you last week, but no, he's not going to even put himself in that predicament because that's what's going to happen. Same thing with you. No matter what your financial status is right now, you're not going to go and sit down on the corner and hang out with the local hobo because what is he going to do for you? You know what I mean? It's noble to help him, to do something for him, of course, but you're not going to go and spend your entire day that you could be trying to elevate hanging out with him. This is just facts. So now, vision. Without vision, the people perish, right? So in order for you, I think, to be able to manifest a better imagination, to be able to actually nurture your wonderful imagination, as according to Neville Goddard, your wonderful human imagination, that is the magic of your mind. In order for you to be able to nurture that and to see that grow and become powerful as it could be, you need to exercise proper things that will not only nurture your body, but nurture you spiritually, make you more wholesome, a more wholesome person from within, such as eating properly. Taking care of yourself is very important in manifestation as well, because you're going to feel like crap if you eat like crap. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So let's say you spend every day, you don't cook, you don't really make your own meals. You go out and you buy fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then you eat a bunch of snacks and junk in between. You don't drink water. You like sodas. Like you party, you drink rum, you do all these things. You're hungover, you're tired, you're overweight, your brain is foggy. You cannot manifest as well that way. I mean, just not logically thinking about it, it doesn't make sense. So you have to spend time taking care of yourself, love yourself first, and you will find that life loves you back. Now, taking care of yourself is important, as well as knowing that you need guidance from the divine. You need to know that there is something higher than you that has promised you all the good things in life. All the things that you can see are here for you. But you have to believe that, and you also need to connect with the divine to feel like you are empowered, divinely empowered, to be able to receive these things. Now you have to give. That's also a part of it, because giving in all ways is better than receiving. But you don't always have to give monetarily, materially. You don't have to give all the time tangible things. The things that you could give are just energy sometimes, a compliment, a smile sometimes. Like, anything is better than nothing at all. So when I look at certain things, I believe I manifested those things. They're not really such big grand items like a new house yet, or my Jeep, or certain other things, material things, but certain things that I put my focus on, I felt it real. I realized that it was time. I was fully ready for the change to take place. I set my intentions. I prayed about it. I wrote it down. And in doing all of this stuff, writing also helps, because as you write, you have to feel it real. As you're writing, your emotions are put onto that paper. So all these steps I took to change a particular situation in my life, and I also started even this is another topic altogether, but your intention is very important. But I noticed that after I'd done that for a few weeks, things radically changed, and the entire atmosphere, the entire environment that I was in changed. I mean, dramatically. It was like people left who I had no kind of connection with, people who I actually did not really like that much, who had very negative energy, and I was praying for them to go. They left, never to return again. Their pet left, never to return again. Even certain other nuisances around the environment that were kind of pertaining to that, but it still wasn't really, it was connected in some weird kind of way. The nuisances that was on the other side, that left, like the energy completely shifted. And so this is why I think it is very important to get rid of energy drainers, to get rid of those mental and spiritual vampires from your life, because it's hard for you to manifest. It's hard for you to even believe in yourself when you're around certain people. So now I just want to end this video today, because it's been almost 20 minutes and I'm thinking about doing something else. But anyways, I just thought I would do this video today because the topic is very important. It's a very deep one, and I hope that it's helped in some way. And if you like this video, you can just hit the button down low and subscribe if you're new to my channel and if you like what I'm talking about. So thanks for watching today, and until I come back with another awesome topic, I will say namaste.